this virus is new, evolving, and spreading. I say this all the time. And in a new, evolving, spreading virus that there's no vaccine for, and the guidelines are changing. Guidelines are there, but you have your regional guidelines, you have your federal guidelines, and the science, is in flux and changes as we travel through this pandemic. It's important that we establish the concept that we can't control the individual, but we can control the environment. I mean, we're going to have thousands and millions of people voting, and it's going to be really tough for us to control each one of these individuals. But it's going to be very effective if our focus is on controlling the environment and engineering the environment to mitigate the risk as a whole. And by doing that, by putting behavior controls in place, and one of the things that we've been working with Smartmatic on is treating that environment, uniquely. If all the voting locations we have, hundreds and hundreds of voting locations, we're going to have one thing in common. We're going to have people entering it. We're going to have people exiting it. So we've established stop stations. These stop stations are basically going to have people pay attention, apply a protocol, and then proceed. And they are directed to and from the stop stations by designated poll workers who are trained, who will be trained on ensuring that people are following the right path, which is called wayfinding. So so with this method, what we're going to end up having is trained poll workers directing the voters to the stop station to apply hand hygiene, mask up, and then to proceed, and then they go through the process of voting. And then on the way out, they're directed through wayfinding. The designated poll workers ensure that they go that path to the exit stop station, where they once again apply hand hygiene and then exit the facility. Underlying all this is proper training and supervision, which is going to be critical to ensure that all parts are working together to effectively make sure that this is a well-oiled machine. At the end of all this, we have to communicate a message that this is being done, because perception is going to be one of the most critical things that we can do for the environment, to making sure that the volunteers and the employees show up at the voting locations on the days required to do their job.